Should go. Line looks good. They're racing. And a perfect start except for Silver Story, who bumbled the start badly. It's going to be a keen go for the early lead, but Material Maker, one of the mares in the race, has raced up to go to the lead in the early part of the race. From High Octane into a handy position, followed over on the outside early, going forward now is Westbound, followed then by Success Story. Dictador's next on the inside, followed by Red Star Rising. Free Wind well back in the field with Perfect Storm. Leonese well back at this stage with Micah's Magic, and Silver Story is a mile out of it, will pay no part in this race. Down the straight they come, and Success Story trying to worry Material Maker out of the race. As they race down with 1,200 to go. Success Story in front, Material Maker running second. Look at Westbound, the 3-year-old with his head on his chest is travelling generously, followed by High Octane, Dictador, then followed Perfect Storm on the outside, followed further back by Free Wind, then came Red Star Rising, Micah's Magic, Leonese and Silver Story out of contention. Into the back they race down towards the half mile. Success Story in front by just on a length from Material Maker, who's travelling well. Westbound being set alight early, but Material Maker takes up the running again now. Material Maker from Westbound, Success Story throwing the cue back in the rack. Free Wind is getting a run up on the inside, followed by Dictador coming into the race. Red Star Rising right around the outside is also joining in. Material Maker just in front of Westbound. Westbound now being popped the question by JB Hernandez, has raced to the lead at the 400. Westbound in front from Red Star Rising, a long way back to Material Maker, beaten, followed then around the outside by Dictador, Micah's Magic on the home burn, and Westbound in front. Red Star Rising lifting on the outside. Westbound and Red Star Rising. Red Star Rising going up. Westbound fighting back. Red Star Rising doing the better now. And Red Star Rising is the Presidential Gold Cup winner from Westbound. Into the third placing was Dictador, followed by Micah's Magic. Leonese never got into the race. Followed by Free Wind.
It's owned by Michael O. Trilliana and trained by Ruben Clor. This is number 11, one of the outsiders in this race, Red Star Rising. 26.5, 26.26 for a total time of 2:07 for Red Star Rising. And nakita natin si Commissioner Trilliana, and he was choking back tears of joy. Of course, who wouldn't? Ruben Clor, partner, Bayang Carrisa, Ruben Clor, finally winning a presidential gold cup. Nakauna, Manolito Butchoy Dakis winning his first ever presidential gold cup. Congratulations, Butchoy, and you deserve all the accolades. You deserve all the congratulations and felicitations. Wonderful, superb ride. And once again, Butchoy Dakis giving what he knows, proving that veterans can sometimes beat the youngsters. At ito nakita natin the mark of an experienced rider, Butchoy Dakis, booting home Red Star Rising, and according himself, a victory
so
salute.
that is napakalaki ng inumento talaga nitong kabayang tong siya, Red Star Rising.
Okay, I think we're just about ready for the awarding ceremonies, and we can see the Honorable Vice Governor of the province of Pampanga, Vice Governor Mikey Arroyo, of course, the chairperson of the PCSO, nakasama rin natin dyan, si Miss Honeygirl De Leon, and of course, the Honorable Senate President, Senator Franklin De Rolon, pati na rin po, of course, one of the patrons of the horse racing industry, Don Antonio Floyrendo Sr., who donated 500,000 pesos, jacking up the winner's purse to a staggering, a biggest ever 2 million to the winner, and that is Red Star Rising. And some other personalities, of course, nandyan din the President and Chief Executive Officer of the Manila Jockey Club, Attorney Alfonso Reyno Jr., pati na rin si Philracom Chairman Jaime Jimmy Dilag.
To this very glorious day at the San Lazaro Leisure Park here in Carmona, Cavite, and is the running of the country's most prestigious race, the 31st edition of the PCSO Presidential Gold Cup. Joining us for this particular event This event being held in honor of the President. Unfortunately, the President cannot be here because she is on an important trade mission to Bahrain today. But in her stead, we are honored with the presence of no less than the President of the Senate of the Philippines. Salubungan po natin ng palakpakan, the Honorable Franklin Drilon. Also joining us for this event, we have the Chief Presidential Legal Counsel, Attorney Avelino Cruz. And representing the President, we have the Vice Governor of the Province of Pampanga. We have the Honorable Vice Governor Mikey Arroyo. Kasama rin po natin on the part of the sponsoring Philippine Charity Sweepstakes Office, no less than the Chairman of the PCSO, the Honorable Maria Livia Honeygirl De Leon. Kasama rin po natin ang chairman po ng Philippine Racing Commission, the Honorable Jaime Dilag. And we'd also like to acknowledge, of course, the President and Chief Executive of the Manila Jockey Club Incorporated, the host club, Attorney Alfonso Reyno Jr. And of course, we will have a special mention, one of the pioneer horsemen in the country, an active horse breeder for the past 50 years, who has generously sponsored ₱500,000 pesos to augment the price of this year's Presidential Gold Cup race. Kasama po natin, horseman, industrialist par excellence, Don Antonio Florendo. Also joining us for the awarding, Director of the MJCI, we have Mr. Martin Cepeda. And we have the Vice President for Business Management of MJCI, we have Mr. Henry Khan. One of the Assistant General Managers of the PCSO, Mr. Nilo Chinquanco. And our two guest presenters, Ms. Tammy Andrada and Ms. Ruby Rose Hermoso. To proceed with the awarding of trophies, we'd like to call on the proud owner of Red Star Rising to accept the trophy, registered owner Michael Trilliana. To accept the trophy, the father of Michael Trilliana, Mr. Francis Trilliana, to accept the trophy. This victory, the richest race in the country, is worth 2 million pesos, 1.5 million pesos sponsored by the PCSO, ₱500,000 pesos sponsored by Don Antonio Floirendo. 2 million pesos to go with this beautiful Presidential Gold Cup trophy, the most prestigious cup in local racing history, being awarded to Mr. Francis Trilliana, winning connection of Red Star Rising, the champion of the 31st edition of the PCSO Presidential Gold Cup. This time around, we'd like to call on the trainer, the conditioner of Red Star Rising to accept the trophy, veteran horse trainer Mr. Ruben Clor. Kasama rin po sa award ng may-ari ang 1.5 million peso check courtesy of the Philippine Charity Sweepstakes Office, sponsors of the 31st PCSO Presidential Gold Cup, and 500,000 pesos in addition, sponsored by Don Antonio Floirendo. Tawagan muli po natin ang trainer ng kabayang si Red Star Rising, Mr. Ruben Clor. Palakpakan po natin muli ang winning trainer ng kabayong si Red Star Rising, winning the 31st edition of the PCSO Presidential Gold Cup race. The richest and the most prestigious race in the country, just been won by Red Star Rising. Okay, we have another trophy to be given, this time to the winning rider of Red Star Rising. Salubungan po natin ng palakpakan ang namayaning hinete, none other than Jockey Manolito F. Dakis, to accept the trophy. Red Star Rising, champion of the 31st edition of the PCSO Presidential Gold Cup, sired by Kozam out of Ethos Choice and bred by Mr. Jose Y. Quiros. The 31st champion of the coveted Presidential Gold Cup race. And here we see the winning rider, Mr. Manolito Dakis, winning this big race for the very first time. Congratulations to the connections of Red Star Rising, the champion of the 31st PCSO Presidential Gold Cup race, being brought to you by the PCSO in cooperation with the Philracom and the Manila Jockey Club Incorporated. Muli po, palakpakan natin ang winning connections ng kabayong si Red